What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Monday morning episode of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault, at Sports Talk Matt, to follow me across all socials. This podcast being brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com. Semi-annual sale going on right now. You guys could go there right now and save 50% off the entire site, plus $30 off your order when you use the promo code JUICE in the search bar at OmahaSteaks.com. Okay, so yesterday was sort of the story of my weekends now in this year's football season. So it's a winning Saturday and a flat Sunday. It's not losing per se. It's just not winning money. Now, it's losing because of the juice, but it's not, we had a good week. We were up 4 units last week. So, I'll take that every week to be up 4 units. It's just sort of frustrating when, the Wong teaser hits. So now that's 2 and 3. We turned the Wong teaser, last night's pod. We had the Colts and Texans. It qualified for a Wong, so I made that the Wong. On the live stream, I added Cardinals +9 and the Rams +10. The Rams covered, the Cardinals did not. They lost by 14. So we lost that. That goes to 3 and 2 now. The under was never the right side. I had bet the Niners earlier in the week, and I was concerned about the lack of line movement. Like, I like when the line moves. Like, when the line's perfect, that means the books are seeing great two-way action, meaning there's a lot of professionals who were on the Cowboys last night. They thought Dak Prescott was going to play well. George Kittle and Brock Purdy were incredible. Talk about a tandem, Cyhawk tandem, Iowa State to Iowa right there in the bigs. With the 49ers, and they just ran the Cowboys off the field. So the under was never the right side. It was always the 49ers. So I went 1-1 on that game, 0-1 officially. And so we wound up going 2-2 officially on the day. Props went 2-2 as well. So down, I think it's down 0.35. I think what I ended up being down yesterday. So we're going into the day up 4.4 units, losing 3.5. So basically a 4-unit week. So I'm not complaining. I'm now 16-16 on the year in the NFL. By my count, that's down 0.7 units. So it's just down the juice. And we're up 14.4 units in college football. So I don't know. It's the way I've always been. I'm either super good in the NFL or I'm super good in college, and it never happens at the same time. So it's somewhat of a frustration. So I know it's annoying if you're trailing all the plays. You're like, we're awesome on Saturdays, and then we're flat on Sundays, but I don't know which bets to make because you might get it right, you might get it wrong, you're very inconsistent. True. So maybe we'll pick up, okay? Maybe college will cool down a little bit, and the NFL will get hot for a couple of weeks, but for right now, it's just sort of a win some, lose some type of situation. So not great, not bad, though, either. So I'll take it. Again, up 4 units for the week. I'll take that every time. So we have Monday Night Football coming up here tonight, and we have 2 baseball games. There is something to be paying attention to for baseball that's going on with teams that sat. This is not good. Baseball does not like this. The teams that are wild card teams who played a wild card series are coming in red hot, and they're running in the race already. And the home team is having to play catch up. It's remarkable to watch. The Rangers are up 2-0 on the Orioles. They hit the ground running. Baltimore's like, wait, we're almost out of this? What's going on? We just got here. Amazing to watch. The Phillies beat up on the Braves. What's going on? They win game 1. They got game 2 tonight. You've got the Dodgers, who got whipped by the Diamondbacks, down 6-0 in the first inning. Kershaw got annihilated in game 1. D-backs walked to a huge game 1 victory. Now, the Astros won game 1, but the Twins won game 2. Teams that were at home waiting for the wild card team in game 1 went 1-3. In game 2, now it's 1-1 Astros and the Twins, but it's 2-0 Rangers. So what happens here tonight? I got 2 bets for baseball here. I know I'm not good at baseball, but the baseball game's actually... The game is here in Vegas. The Raiders are hosting the Packers. Monday Night Football is here, and I'm actually more interested in baseball tonight. Again, I'm bad at baseball, but because we had a good week last week and we've got some, we're doing well on the pod, chance to kind of get involved here with baseball, even though I stink. You can fade both bets if you want. I won't get mad. But this is just what I have bet this week because I do like both plays. But before we do the baseball, let's talk football. Garoppolo's back. Line has flipped. Raiders were dogs. Raiders are now favorites. Why? I don't really understand why. Yes, Davante Adams is unbelievable. And yes, he's going up against his former team. So he should have a monster game. So you want to bet all Davante props? Be my guest. You don't think they're going to do everything in their power to stop Davante Adams? Bracket him and say anybody but him? That's what I would do. They're down 2 cornerbacks, the Packers are. That ain't good either against a guy like Davante Adams. So you know this is a personal game. Garoppolo is out of the concussion protocol, but Garoppolo was horrible 2 weeks ago. And now against the Steelers, he has to kind of flush that performance and come back here at home against the Packers. Prime time again. I don't know. I don't like either defense, to be quite honest. I don't like either offense, to be quite. I don't love Jordan Love. I'm not in love with the running game for the Packers. They're down Bakhtiari and another offensive lineman. Like, they're not healthy. I don't know what to make of the Packers. I don't know what to make of the Raiders. So here's what I'm going to do with this game. I'm going to do my world famous same game teaser. By the way, how you do this, teasers on DraftKings are a tab. Everyone's asking this. Like, where are they couldn't find it on DraftKings. It's a tab, guys. Just come on. It's a teaser tab. Look at it. Straight bet teaser. I'm going to give the Packers 8 points. Line's 2. I'm going to tease it up to 8. Packers plus 8. And then I'm going to take the total and I'm going to pull it down to 39. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the over. I really think the over, if you don't want to tease this down, you just want to take the total, I think the over is a really good play. 39.5, sorry. I think you go up. Go over. So it's Packers plus 8, over 39.5. I do think we're going to see offense. I think both defenses give up points. I think the Packers are live to win the game. I'm going to be honest. I don't agree with the line movement. I'm not really sure why. Again, it's the Raiders. They're at home. Home teams on Monday night. Okay. We just saw a Sunday night game fly over with 42 points being scored by the 49ers. Neither team is anywhere near the 49ers. I'm not trying to make that analogy, but I think offenses are starting to come around here on primetime, so it's not just the dead unders like it's been early in the year. Teams are getting into the rhythm of how to prepare. Over 39.5 plus 8 Green Bay Packers. But, the Raiders very well might win this game, but the Raiders winning over 2 scores against anybody, I don't know. I don't see it, to be quite honest. Maybe the Raiders kill the Packers, but I would be surprised if they kill the Packers. They can win by, it feels like a 24-20 type win for the Raiders if they do win. Or a, 23-20 win for the Packers. Okay? Don't think either team is good enough to win by more than 1 score, to be quite honest. We'll keep it in that range. Packers plus 8. Minus 120, over 39.5. Same game teaser, Monday Night Football for the Raiders and the Packers. I'm not touching prop bets for this game, but I don't hate Davante Adams plays. Adams anytime touchdown, Adams over receptions, Adams over yardage. I don't hate any of that. All right, let's talk about the Phillies. They got Wheeler going today up against Max Fried. So Wheeler just faced Atlanta 2 times, actually. 1 time at home, 1 time on the road. Wheeler at home was bad. He got lit up by the Braves, gave up 6 earned runs. On the road, though, at Atlanta, where this game is going to be played tonight, Zach Wheeler was good. 1 earned run in 6 innings worth of work. Over his last 7 games pitched, Zach Wheeler is 4-0 with a 3.29 ERA. He's been on fire for the Phillies. He's also a better pitcher on the road overall. Max Fried is making his debut in the postseason. We've already seen one game here for Wheeler. He's already pitched a game in the playoffs. He's already felt the playoff atmosphere. Okay, again, these teams are coming in red hot. Fried was 3-0 in September with a 1.88 ERA, but he only pitched 1 time in Atlanta throughout the entire month of September, which is kind of an anomaly. It's kind of weird. He was better on the road than he was at home. He wasn't awful at home, about a 3.5 ERA, but he was much better on the road than he was at home. I want this matchup just to be between Wheeler and Fried, okay? And I think the Phillies have the advantage. First 5 money line is plus money. It's plus 125. I'm taking it. I'm going to roll the dice here with the Phillies to stay hot, to come out of the gates hot, to get after Max Fried. If it's a tie after 5, we push. But I think the Phillies just have something rolling at the moment. I like the Phillies a lot. I'm going to take the bullpens out of it. Let's just talk about these 2 starting pitchers. First 5 money line, Phillies, plus 125 for 1 unit. And then the baseball bet in the nightcap, Arizona on the road at the Dodgers. Look, everybody was psyched when Gallen was going against the Brewers because Zach Gallen owned the Brewers. But Zach Gallen on the road is not good, okay? And against the Dodgers, he's equally not been good. 0-2 with an ERA of 9.90 against the Dodgers this year. Not good. Now, I thought about betting the run line for the game, for the whole game. Dodgers were 92-71, number 1 in baseball on the run line. They were 41-21 after a loss this year. It's pretty good. But the Diamondbacks were good as well. 47-37 this year on the road on the run line. And they were 45-41 after a win this year on the run line. So I got a little concerned about that. I was like, nah, I don't know about this. Again, Miller could get lit up by the D-backs. That's very possible. But I think there's a good chance here that Zach Gallen gets annihilated by the Dodgers and they come to play here and their bats are live and they score a bunch of runs here today. The over's in play. 100% the over's in play. But I'd rather just go to handicap this with Miller up against Gallen and knowing what Gallen is on the road and what Gallen is against the Dodgers and go ahead and bet that. First 5 run line is minus 115. Okay. It's minus 150 on the money line for the game. I don't mind that. It's a little heavy juice. I like to bet with baseball, given I'm not that great at baseball, so I don't really want to bet 1.5 units on a game. But 1.15 units on the first 5 run line, meaning the Dodgers have to be leading after 5, and they're at home. So they get, obviously, all 5 of their at-bats, and if it's like a 3-3 game going into the bottom of the 5th, they score 4-3, we win, okay? So they must be winning. We lose if they're tied, okay? 3-3 after 5, we lose. Dodgers run line, first 5 for 1.15 units, fading Zach Gallen on the road and this offense for the Dodgers to get going here tonight in Game 2 of their NLDS series. A monster must-win game for both the Braves and the Dodgers here. I do think they both win the game, but might take some coming from behind for Atlanta against maybe the bullpen for the Phillies to get it done, because I think Wheeler is going to be really tough to face here. Under in the first 5, I like that. Under in the game, I like that as well for the Dodgers and for the Phillies and the Braves if you want. But that Phillies-Braves game is going to be a much better game in my mind than the football game. And I love football, but Phillies-Braves is going to be awesome tonight. I can't wait to watch Phillies and the Braves. To recap, same game teaser. Packers plus 7.5. Sorry, plus 8, right? No, plus 8. Sorry, Packers plus 8. We're going over 39.5 for the total for 1.2 units. Plus money on the Phillies money line, first 5 at plus 125 for 1 unit. And the Dodgers on the run line at minus 115 for 1.15 units. We're jumping in on that here on a Monday. Let's start the week better than we started the week. Last week, we got roughed up on Tuesday. Monday was flat. Tuesday was bad. Let's have a good Monday here for us tonight. I'll talk to you guys in the Discord channel. BettingPros.com/chat is our free Discord channel. Come and join it. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me across all socials at Sports Talk Matt. Every single morning, the Daily Juice podcast, always being brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com.